All right, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you all here. Here we are at Plymouth Ice Arena. We got Wayzata Blue we're taking on this evening. They are wearing the pink jerseys this evening. But Minneapolis Storm will be taking them on. And we're off. So we got Violet Benson out there initially with Olive McKay, Linnea Opsahl, Lily Gerda. Ooh, they get a shot on goal right away. Hanson able to make the save on that one. Wayzata, feeds it up, but ends up behind the net. And Benson tries to push it out, supported by Theringer there. And run that around. Oh, Linnea tries to get that out of the zone, but Wayzata able to break that up. Nice pass to Gerda. She'll skate it in. Lily takes a long shot. They get a blocker save, goes wide. Becker comes up, tries to scoot it through. Oof. And Ulmer was able to keep the zone on that one. All right, Engstrom takes a shot. Ooh, almost tipped by Alfers. Goes into the corner. Wayzata will grab this. Bring it around. McKay rims that to the other side. This will pop out. McKay tries to stop it along the wall, but Wayzata comes, gets it behind their own net. Backhands, gets in front of the net. It's just a back and forth. Hanson gets it covered. So, all right, 10:02 left here in the first. 0-0. Minneapolis in district play. We got just a couple of district games left this weekend. So this week we're playing here tonight against Wayzata. We'll have Delano coming up, and then I think we'll finish against OMG on Sunday. And then next week it'll be district tournament already. So, centering past Wayzata. They get a shot off the post. Come back. Wayzata gets it at the high slot, gets a shot off, but Hanson reads that and covers. Good job, Billy. So Hanson getting some action here in the beginning. Benson takes that draw. Wayzata gets it, feeds it through the front of the crease, but no one to connect with. Scotterud moves to the middle and moves that out to center ice. Opsahl breaks that one up. Hanson covers quickly, but gets it back to Opsahl. She's able to feed it up to Scotterud. Broken up there above the blue line. They backhand pass that back in, but right back out and on Scotterud's stick. So both teams will go for a change. Wayzata will skate this one back out. Oh, nice read by Theringer. Almost breaks it up. Here comes Gerda up the right side. Gets a shot off right on net. Held by the goalie. So good job by Lily. Get a puck on net. So Wayzata moves that around, comes behind the net. That'll break out. Becker's got a chance. He's got a breakaway. Oh. Come back. Theringer gets it back the other way. Ulmer holds that. Becker keeps his zone. Gerda, wide shot, dumping it in the corner. Theringer tries to pick it up, but tied up. Becker again holds, gets to the Theringer. They're working along the outside. Gerda tied up, gives a what the heck dude to her defender as they got caught in her stick. Upsall moves this up, comes out. Wayzata connects at center ice. Nice pressure by Theringer. All right, Wayzata regrouping on their defensive end. Oh, we got a flurry of players that took a tumble as they were trying to make that change. We'll take a long shot, skitters in, and covered by Hansen. All right, 7:16 here left in the first. Benson's out there. We'll take the draw. Wins the draw cleanly, gets it to Upsall. She'll skate behind the net. Moves it up to Engstrom. Gets it out of the zone. Alfers takes chase, but Wayzata collects. They move that one through. Ooh, dangerous. Wayzata in the high slot. Picked up by Engstrom. And then they try to center. Alfers will collect this one. Laney tries to center it. Doesn't quite connect with Benson. And they dump that back in, but that'll be offsides on Wayzata. All right, 6:41 left here. Take it back to center ice. Wayzata wins it. Challenged by Scotterud. Pushing the defensive zone, and Wayzata moves back out. Becker gets that down to O'Rourke. O'Rourke gets a shot, goes wide. Scotterud collects it. Becker at the point. She dumps it in. Oh, it took a funny bounce and hit the post. Then Scotterud got a rebound. Didn't quite get it in there, but good chance. Kind of a fluky shot, but keep getting on net. Ulmer dumps that, catches the stick. Scotterud gets back in. Backhands it, but cleared out by Wayzata. Moves around Ulmer. They dump that in. Takes a shot, but goes way wide. They dump it in, and tough one. Wayzata gets a goal. So made the initial save. It was hanging there, and the rebound was there, and they scooped it up, put it right behind the netminder. So that'll be 1-0 for Wayzata here at 5:30 left in the first. Almost picked up by Theringer there. She gets it back to Benson and put it back on. Alice skates that back up. Comes over the blue line, they hold it back. So some back and forth here. Wayzata finally gets it in. Upsall will collect that, go behind her own net. Broken up by Wayzata. Ooh, they get a shot right on goal. Pad save by Hansen. Try to connect with Gerda. She loses an edge. Theringer tying up her player. Wayzata gets it deep. We get a shot on. Ooh. Popped right in front of the goal. Defense able to clear that out. Gerda hands that puck, puts it down. Wayzata tries to dump that in. Upsall collect. Derringer doesn't make it out. Nice backhand pass by Upsall, but quickly taken away. They try to center that, runs right through the crease, but doesn't connect. So Wayzata comes out. Violet skates that down, gets a shot off, hits a stick, goes deep, gives Minneapolis a chance for a change. Comes back the other way. Ulmer tries to collect that, but that'll be offside. All right, 3:29 here left. I've got a clock on there. It's kind of hard to see, but Becker will take the draw here. Wayzata wins the face-off. They dump it around. Ulmer will collect behind the net. Ooh, they run it through the crease. Almost connects with one of the Wayzata players, but skips over the stick. Long shot on. Hansen holds. Oh, and my camera wasn't showing any of that, so fortunately, no big miss, other than Hansen astutely covering that puck when she needed to. Wayzata wins that again. They dump it deep, but falls out of the zone. Ulfers and Engstrom take chase. Wayzata comes up the left side. Shot, oh, goes off the shoulder of Hansen and careens into the top of the net. So, tough one. That'll be 2-0 for Wayzata here at 2:55. So, good shot on their part. Kind of a fluky one off the shoulder. And puts Wayzata up 2-0. Benson wins the draw, gets it Upsall. They'll skate around. Benson able to hold his own, gets right in the slot, gets a shot off. And there was a rebound there for a sec, but then the goalie rethinks and collects that one. So, a little pressure there after that. Good in the Storm to try to answer back. Minneapolis wins that, gets on Scotterood's stick. She totes it right on net. Goalie holds. So, nice face-off win. Scotterood gets a shot. So, shot so far, 5-8. Upsall gets it up to Benson. Benson pops it through, goes off just the edge of the net. Scotterood tries to center, gets it to Benson. Can't get the shot, gets broken up, and Wayzata breaks out the other way. Come to the right side with a head of steam. They get the shot off, bounce off the top of Billy's shoulder again, but fortunately that one skips wide. Back out, Scotterood skating. She's got two in the back. She makes it around one, moves the center, gets in. Oh, nice job by Claire. Gets the shot on, but the goalie holds. So she was going 5-0 on that one. So a couple of chances, a little more offensive time there for the Storm. Good move. We got 2:02 here left in the first period. Becker wins that draw, gets it right to McKay. She comes around, gets it almost to Gerda, but Wayzata picks it up, dumps it out. And that'll be icing. So get a chance to come back the other way. Puck comes out, Wayzata collects it. Moves up the sideboards, and they'll run it out. There's a foot chase as number 8 for their team picks it up. Good back check. Oh, and Hansen spreads out. Their shot goes wide. They try to center it. Hansen's back up. Gerda gets that. They get another shot off. Hansen holds. That goes off the side of the net. So Wayzata takes another shot. Becker held against the wall. Gets that. Moves it up to Theringer. Tries to go off the wall, but gets tied up. So a lot of these board bottles. Becker moves it up, comes off. Behind her. Theringer backs it out of the zone. Held, McKay's there, stuck in the ref skates. She pinches that one back out to center ice. That'll give Minneapolis time for a change. She'll dump that deep. They didn't have the red line on that one, but don't call icing. About 30 seconds left here. Wayzata along the boards, comes out, held by Opsahl. Gets it out, moves out the other way, and they're skating back. They wave off the icing. 15 seconds left. Gets on the stick. Oh, and backhanded up by, I think that's Risley. No, sorry, Engstrom. And goalie holds on. We'll get 10 more seconds of play here as Benson will take the draw here on the offensive side. Wayzata wins that draw, pushes it out. Goes long, doesn't quite get there for icing, and they'll get it. They get a shot off sharp angle and went wide. A little extracurriculars there by Ulmer, number 8 on the other team. So number 8 didn't like how Ada was playing, which didn't see anything wrong there, but then took a whack at her. So we've got 45 seconds left here. Minneapolis down 2-0, and we'll go into the second. So we'll be right back with you in just a moment. We're back. 24 more minutes of hockey coming your way. So start of the second period. Benson takes that draw. No one clearly wins that one. But Wayzata will get it deep down in the air, offensive zone. Held in the corner. Makes a move, but batted back, and Hansen will move that behind the net. Benson breaks that up. McKay works on the wall. Rims that around. Gets it to Ulfers. Shot, kind of backhanded up, handled by Hansen. Gets it out to Ulfers on the corner. Laney skates that to center ice. Pushes it up, connects with Risley. Engstrom. That pops back out. Opsahl does a good job holding for a second. Gets it back in, but taken away by the defense. Wayzata will recollect and try to work their way out of the zone. So a lot of moving around. She loses that, falls off her stick. Ulfers pushes that up. Nice stick by McKay. Keep that in. Linnea pushes it up. Doesn't quite get out of the zone. There it does. Trip by number 7, no call. A backhand. Ooh, tough one. So that gets blocked, goes off a shoulder, and then redirected, goes just wide. Wayzata will dump that in deep. McKay rims up along the boards. They take a long shot. Hansen holds. So 9:56 here left. Second period. So Wayzata's skating around quite a bit. They're doing a lot of this east-west stuff, kind of skating through. We really need to take a step up, take away some of those lanes. I think we're playing back a little bit. I know they're hard, but. All right, Minneapolis working behind the net. Becker lose it. They take a shot, goes off the edge of the net for Wayzata. McKay, nice job to pick up her player. She needs support. Lets the other player just down there and somewhere on wings trying to figure out where to go. All right, Scotterud. They get that in, held by Becker, broken up, gets on Scotterud's stick. They try to poke that away. This will come out to center ice. We'll fire that right back in. Ulmer pulls that around. Here comes McKay. Cuts back the other way, tries to get her on the net. She's pressured on both sides. Gets it to Scotterud. Moves that out of the zone. So about 8:45 here left. Right on change, Opsahl comes out. Backhands that, but they're able to skate that down. Sharp angle pass. Tried to center it and didn't connect. Fortunately, Opsahl really held their player there. But here comes Wayzata the other way. Scotterud back checking. They'll come around. Minneapolis really collapsed and giving a lot of space. Comes around into the corner. There we go. Becker challenges. Opsahl comes it, grabs it, moves it behind the net, rims it around. They take a sharp angle shot. Scotterud gets it. But they'll call, what do they call? Not exactly sure what happened there, but we're going to take a draw on the offensive dot. No penalty. I think it must have played off a hand or something. I'm not real sure, but anyway. So Minneapolis ends up with that. Pushes it around. Benson, motor and challenging. They get it back down. Opsahl tries to clear, but ends up on the stick of one of their players. Center ice takes a shot. Hansen handles the first shot, and the rebound goes wide. Held down there. Nice job by Gerda to get down there in the corner and hold that. Give their team a chance to get back. All right, so offensive zone draw. Benson, Gerda, Theringer out there. Long shot. Hansen handles. Pushes wide. Theringer gets it to Opsahl, rims that around. It'll come to Gerda. Broken up. They get a shot off. All right, they're giving a lot of space. Ooh, Gerda goes for the poke check, but doesn't connect. Falls off her stick, so takes a shot, goes up. Blocker save by Hansen. Gerda tries to put a body on somebody about 3 times their size. Does hold up the whole thing. The puck just goes kind of back and forth. So Lily is fearless. I love it. All right, so that'll be a tripping call. The ref's got his hand up. And you get a shot and a goal. Ah, tough one. So, good shot on their part. Goes over the shoulder of Hansen on that one, and Wayzata goes up 3-0. All right, Becker will take the draw, supported by Alfers and Engstrom. Ooh, nice stick by Becker. Comes back the other way, gets pinched and taken down. McKay pushes that in and gains the red line. They try to pass that back out. McKay gets a body on her player, but Wayzata comes in. They get a shot off on Hansen. Nice hold. McKay will clear out the rebound. Ooh, sharp angle shot and stick save covered by Hansen. All right, 5:32 here left in the second period. Becker wins the draw. Gets it up solid, pushes it up to Engstrom, who gets it out of the zone. They take chase. Engstrom almost commits there. Becker pushes that up. So Wayzata passes up, held by Ulmer, but then falls right back. Upsall will move this back up and in. Ooh, gets on Ulfer's stick. Laney skates that in. She's got one player, takes a shot. He caught the edge of the defender and goes wide. Engstrom gets a shot off from far angle. And Alfers gets another shot in off on the edge. So Wayzata holds on, but Minneapolis getting a few extra shots. Take the offensive zone draw here. 4:49 left in the second period. Wayzata with the pink jerseys here, playing Chapel Roan, Pink Pony Club. Got a real theme going, a real vibe. But let's see if Minneapolis can mess with the vibe, get a goal. All right, so they're coming up. Nice stick by Opsall. They try to backhand that through, goes long. Ooh, onto the stick of their one of the players in the high slot. She wasn't able to connect. Back and forth, still held there. Scotterud pushes it up. A long shot from the slot, blocked by Opsall. She tries to push it out. Another thing, same thing again. Opsall blocks it. So pushing the board, supported by Scotterud. They'll skate that out, get in the high slot, takes a high shot, goes wide. Comes in, shoots on Hansen. She's squared up, makes a save. Good job, Billy. All right, McKay pushes that up and out. I'll drop that down in the corner. Ulmer there. Ooh, good block by Scotterud. O'Rourke backhands it, gets it out of the zone. Scotterud pesters, and ooh, both players go down in a heap right at the ref's feet. McKay comes through. Backhands that, but ooh, nice job by Olive. She skates it up. She's got O'Rourke centered there. Olive gets it on her stick, gets a shot off, goes off the outside post. So nice job by Olive McKay on both the defensive end and offensive end on that one. All right, shot comes in, connected by O'Rourke. She tried to backhand it, but fell on that. Deep shot. Oh no! Right on the stick of O'Rourke, who quickly tried to get it to Scotterud. It was a good play, but they broke it up. Long stretch, connects, falls off the stick after a good stick by Upsall. But they get the shot off in the high slot. And again, find that top corner and get another goal. So Wayzata picks up their fourth at 2:23 here and left in the second period. Tough one there. Wayzata comes out with it. Upsall challenges. They tried to center. Ulmer, good job to clear out the crease. A lot of traffic, but Hansen's able to hold on. All right, 2:07. Becker wins that one. Gets to the corner. Ulmer rims that around. We get a whistle with the slash. So Minneapolis will go on their first power play here as number 5 goes to the box. And moves it down to the offensive end. So 1 minute penalty. We got 1:59 here left in the period. Scotterud, Benson, O'Rourke are out there. Oh, Wayzata wins that one. Backhands it, goes wide just out of reach of their player. Another backhanded centering pass. No pressure on that one. Gets it, oh, in the crease, dangerous. McKay pushes it up, right on the stick of number 6, who tips it and goes, oh, just wide. So Wayzata just on the short-handed, still moving around. Minneapolis trying to get it out. Scotterud pushes that one down into the corner. Upsall, out to O'Rourke. Backhands it up to Scotterud, but Wayzata collects it. Ah, boy, that was close, but the ref calls that offside. And calls for the center ice draw. All right, Benson gets it. Wayzata wins. Skate that right in. Ulmer poke checks that. Doesn't get it out of the zone. Oh, they left. Had a player right down on the doorstep, connected with the pass. So now back to 5-on-5. So that penalty had ended. And Wayzata had most of the offensive work during that penalty. Minneapolis not able to set up. Pass goes high and wide. That moves through the high slot and just up above the crease, I mean. Behind the net, and Ulmer will rim that around. They try to take a pass. Scotterud gets that, moves it up. Got about 10 seconds left here. And offside. So 7.6 seconds left. Again, he's calling for a center ice draw. Not clear on the rule on that one, but I don't know all the rules. Becker wins it, but oh, Paquette for them runs right up and takes a shot, goes wide. So that'll be the horn, that's it. So on to the third period. Wayzata up 4-0. We'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, there's the whistle. We'll move on to the third period. Coach is still talking through. I think they're asking for maybe switching lines up slightly here. All right, so we got Ulfers, Engstrom, Becker with Scotterud and Opsahl on D. Becker wins that one, pushes it forward. Wayzata dumps it in. Opsahl moves it along the wall. They take a shot and it goes wide. Ulfers gets that, loses an edge, but gets the puck down in and deep. Engstrom will pick it up. Here comes Wayzata back the other way. Good stick by Engstrom. Opsahl comes around, gets her head up, looks for the pass, connects with Engstrom. Ooh, their player loses an edge and takes Engstrom down. That'll be a penalty. So we'll call that as a trip. Minneapolis will go back on the power play. So we'll take it down here on the offensive end. All right, so Minneapolis starts the power play. Gerda gets it on her stick. Sharp angle, goes behind the net. Oh, and Wayzata pushes that around Ulmer and moves up, but that'll be offside. Oh, I don't know what they're calling. Oh, they call it cross check. So that'll be 2 going to the box. Minneapolis with 44 seconds of 5-on-3 here. So I don't know, Coach Hansen, if there's ever a time to pull the goalie, it's probably for 44 seconds of 5-on-3. Just thinking. I know you're down 4 goals, but still. All right, good sack by McKay. Gets it to Theringer. They're able to clear that one out. Gerda loses an edge. And that'll be up and out. They're gonna not call a delay of game, which is good. So that did go into the stands. All right, so we got Becker, Engstrom, O'Rourke, supported by Scotterud and Opsahl. Becker has that on her stick. Handles it, move. That'll be offside. So we'll take the draw on the close dot here. O'Rourke takes that, backhands it, gets it to Becker, high slot, gets on her forehand, doesn't get the shot quite off. I need to move the camera. That comes up, Scotterud holds it with her hand, gets it back down. Pushes in. Number 11 on their team making moves as she cuts through the transition zone. Held by Scotterud. Gets it up to O'Rourke. Engstrom. All right, Engstrom gets that deep. O'Rourke, nice, picks that up off the stick. Wayzata ends up with it, comes out the other way, skates around Becker. Number 18 comes in, Opsahl's there, blocker saved by Hansen. Becker Tap to O'Rourke. Wayzata dumps that back down. Upsall behind the boards, or behind the net, along the boards. They take a shot, goes off the edge of it, poking it. Hansen just totally seals that. Billy gets a save with her positioning there. Scotterud moves through. She's got 3-on-2. Gets it deep. Alfers back to McKay. McKay gets that deep. Well, this goes to the rest of the change, but boy, you need to get up there and get some zone time. So Wayzata gets a shot off from D and covered by Hansen. All right, so both those penalties have expired, so I'll take that off here. 4-0, 8:06 left here in the game. Third period. Benson moves it up. They get the shot. Broken up roll right in the front of the net. Hansen gets a pad on it. Nice save by Billy. Reads that one from long distance as well. All right, number 7 coming up. Sharp angle. Right off the neck guard of Hansen. Makes the save in every possible way. Pad save Hansen. Right now the shots are 25-8. Long shot. That one gets out. Hansen gets a stick on that or a pad on that. And get it again. She's screened on that one and gets it covered. So a flurry of chances here from Wayzata on that line. Hansen able to keep all of them out. So 7:23 here left. Last skater for Minneapolis coming out, so Alice Thanger will do it. Becker takes the draw. Wayzata wins that one. Long shot off. They try to get it onto the stick of the forward, but Scotterud had her all tied up. Coming in again. Sharp angle shot pops up. Hansen didn't see the rebound, but it does come all the way out. So Wayzata, defender gets it, skates back in, takes a wide shot. Wayzata in the corner. Becker takes it off. Pushes it up to Gerda. Still along the edge. Becker. Back and forth. Upsall gets it. All right, Benson will take the draw. Gets it to McKay. Pass up to Benson. Skates in, has some room. Gets a shot off on goal. Rebound. Ends up behind the net. They're clearing that one out. O'Rourke puts that one in, goes wide. Pushed aside by the goalie. Here comes Wayzata. McKay gets in the defensive end, uses the wall, pushes it up and out. Benson's there. Falls off her stick. McKay up to Angstrom. So There was a little back and forth here at center ice, and they're going to call a penalty on number 8. Took a stick shot towards Violet Benson, draws the penalty. Wayzata back on the power, or Minneapolis back on the power play for a minute. So 5-on-3, we got 5:25 left here. Becker takes that. Wayzata wins it. Becker on her stick, moves to the center. Behind Ulfers. Ulfers skates there, tries to center, but goes to the stick of a Wayzata player. Becker right back in, quickly pushes it back down. Theringer challenges. So skates around. Wayzata will come up the outside. Opsahl, she gets around her. Theringer nicely ties her up, and Scotterud pokes it off the stick. Ulfers, we're going to call a hook on this one. So Theringer will go to the box to even that one out. So 21 seconds of 4-on-4, and then Wayzata will have just a little under 40 seconds of power play. Wayzata gets that, back to the D, long shot, broken up by Opsahl. Long shot, tipped off a stick, into the corner. Falls off the Wayzata player's stick, challenged by Gerda. They skate back in with the shot off, pushed wide by Hansen. So they're going to call another penalty here, number 7. So that previous penalties have just expired. 4:14 here left, but Wayzata's going back to the box. Minneapolis back on the power play for a minute. Excuse me, it'll be 4-on-4 for 28 seconds. Wayzata wins a draw. Tries for a stretch pass, ended up on Ulmer's stick. Pushes that down. Oop. That goes long, that'll be icing. So 16 more seconds of 4-on-4. Long shot by Ulmer, right on the goalie. They're able to make the save. Ulmer comes up and out and doesn't quite hold it, so that'll be offside. Just over the blue line. So Benson takes a draw. Wayzata wins it. O'Rourke comes, drops down, gets a shot, steered to the side by the goalie. Wayzata pushes this one deep. They'll collect it on the side. Oh, and rips a shot around Ulmer and Hansen. So tough one. Wayzata tallies a shorthanded goal. That'll put them up 5-0. Got 16 seconds left of power play. Minneapolis pushes that one up, but Wayzata grabs it. Rimmed around, and they get a long shot off. Hansen gets a stick on it. They try to move that. Centering pass goes long, wide. 1 minute left. End of the penalty, power play. So we'll take all those off. Ooh, ends up on the stick of Engstrom. Backhands that. Becker tries to hold. Opsahl gets that deep. Back and forth. Wayzata enters the zone. Backhands it into the skates of Opsal, but able to get that deep. Scotterud now takes that. Pushes to Engstrom. O'Rourke challenges, gets the zone. Good job by Page. Wayzata will skate that one out though. Long shot, blocked by their own player, so they're trying to screen. Scotterud comes up. Hansen will hold that. Get a save. 1:46 here left. We'll get a change. Here comes Benson, Theringer, Alfers. That pops out. Wayzata will collect that. Doesn't make it far enough for icing. On the wall, Alfers. Oh, it's right there. High slot, no one can get it. Long shot, goes wide. Skitters out of the zone. Wayzata moves that up and gets it in. Comes up the far left side. Sharping goes center, but moves through the slot. No one there. Theringer collects it. Moves up the high side. Back on her stick. She's in center ice. Has some room. Gets a shot off, but blocked. Wayzata back the other way. About 20 seconds left. Held against the wall there. Finally comes out with Scotterud moving behind the net. She'll rim that around. Benson tries to work it out. Defensive player gets a shot off. Ooh, they center it. Hansen just gets a skate on that, but that'll do it for 3 periods. So tough loss for the Storm as Wayzata pulls that one 5-0. But we'll catch you on the next one. I think we're playing Delano, Richfield Ice Arena. So we'll catch up with you then. Take care, everybody.